Over 70,000 packed out AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas on Friday as Jake Paul defeated Mike Tyson by unanimous decision in an 8-round heavyweight matchup. The fight was contested at 2-minute rounds, and both fighters wore 14-ounce gloves instead of the regular 10-ounce gloves for heavyweight fights. Mike Tyson said via X the following: "This is one of the situations when you lost but still won. I'm grateful for last night. No regrets to get in the ring one last time. I almost died in June. Had 8 blood transfusions, lost half my blood, 25 pounds in the hospital, and had to fight to get healthy, to fight so I won. To have my children see me stand toe-to-toe and finish 8 rounds with a talented fighter half my age in front of a packed Dallas Cowboys stadium is an experience that no man has the right to ask for. Thank you." All right, talk about perspective right there. Stephen A., I see your face, just go.
Shannon, I'm happy that Mike Tyson had that moment for himself and his family. I'm happy to hear that he's better health-wise. I'm certainly happy he got that bag. I think it was about $20 million that he got for the night. On that surface, I'm very, very happy for him. I wish him nothing but the best. All of us who love boxing will forever be fans of Mike Tyson. Mad love and respect to him. He looked bad. He looked like somebody that was in a hospital months earlier. He looked like somebody that, as he described, who lost a lot of blood, lost a lot of weight, etc. I watched Mike Tyson walking to the ring. He stumbled while he was walking to the ring. Then they looked lower when the camera angle zoomed out, and he had a knee brace on his right knee. He got in the ring. He looked old. He looked slow. And I want to make sure that I'm clear about what I'm about to say. Under no circumstances do I believe it was something that was preordained. But I believe that when Jake Paul was in the ring with Mike Tyson, there was something that said to him, I can't do this. I'm not going to try to knock him out. He's Mike Tyson. He's 58 years old. He's 31 years older than me. I know I can take him. I don't need to do this. And for those who would question it, I will remind y'all that there have been moments in boxing where we've seen fighters exercising compassion. I remember when Larry Holmes reportedly cried because of how he was beating up on Muhammad Ali, praying that he wouldn't get up. He wouldn't get up and he wouldn't come out to fight. I remember seeing fighters, I've seen Roy Jones knock folks out, but step back and ask the referee, come on, man, stop. You gotta stop this. You know what I'm saying? I've seen plenty of fighters do that. And I'm saying that is what I saw Friday night. It was, I did not want to see. I was praying that Mike Tyson didn't get hurt. I was praying that he didn't get knocked out. I didn't want to see that. And I think that Jake Paul, there was something inside of Jake Paul that said, you know what? I don't want to do this either. And oh, by the way, it would make me look really, really bad to hurt this man because he shouldn't have been in there with him in the first place. Mike Tyson's 58 years old. Father Time is undefeated. There comes a moment in time when we all have to step back and step away. Mike Tyson, I will remind y'all, almost 20 years ago, got dropped by Kevin McBride, as L. Duncan pointed out last week, and wasn't even hurt. He was just tired because he was out of shape. And he lifted his arm looking for the referee to help him get up. And that was 20 years ago. So, yeah, he went 8 rounds, 8 2-minute rounds and stuff like that. I'm glad it's over, Shannon. I was not happy with what I saw. Quite frankly, I was very, very sad, and I was scared looking at him in the ring, praying that he didn't get his brains beat in. And I'm happy that didn't happen.
I think everybody's happy that it's over. I think a lot of people are happy. It would be happier if he never does this again. Stephen A., you said he looked old. Yeah, he is old. He's 58. And there's a reason why you stepped away from the game 20 plus years ago. If you thought you still had that in you, you would have kept fighting. You said you didn't have that in you anymore. It was bad. It was bad. And Stephen A., I want to echo everything that you said. This man owes a lot. He had 8 transfusions, almost lost his life, lost 25 pounds. Kudos. But, bro, when you step into the ring, We got to set that aside. We got to judge you on your performance, and that performance was pathetic. I mean, you don't get no kudos about, oh, he's 58. No, that's not what this is. This was not some a celebrity. This was not for some charity. No. We're going to do this. And Jake Paul, they asked Jake Paul, did he take his foot off the gas? Stephen A., this is what he said. Yeah, definitely a bit. I wanted to give the fans a show, but I didn't want to hurt someone that didn't need to be hurt. Yeah. Wow. Hopefully, he's made enough money, Stephen A., with this fight that he doesn't have to do this anymore.
I don't know.
It didn't look good. We saw Holyfield try to fight at 58, and he got knocked out. Man, let it go. It's time to let it go. Time out. Mike, you had your time. You're one of the great heavyweights of all time. But it's time to set this stuff aside.
Well, I'm always torn between, because I actually like Jake Paul a lot.
Yeah.
And I think that what he has done for the sport of boxing in this regard is undeniable. He has shown that because he's such a master marketer, that you don't have to be a prisoner to the promoters the way boxers customarily are. And I think that's very important. The flip side, however, is I'll never get over what Jake Paul did to Nate Robinson. Now, Nate Robinson opened his mouth and talked to him, not realizing who Jake Paul was, and got put to sleep. And we got to say our prayers for Nate Robinson, because obviously he's got some health issues. But Jake Paul had been training. He had been training for years with professional boxing trainers. Ladies and gentlemen, Jake Paul is a boxer. Jake Paul is a fighter.
Yeah.
You don't step, he can't continue to get away with stepping into the ring against strikers for the UFC, basketball players, unknown boxers that punch like pillows.
Yeah.
And in this case, damn near geriatric.
58-year-old Mike Tyson.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, this can't continue. At some point in time,
yeah, it can't be like an exposition. You're 100%
being first take, first take the way we are. Shannon, you're a Super Bowl champion. You know what I'm saying? We've been covering sports. I've been covering sports for 30 years. It's one thing for an exhibition here, there, whatever, but you can't continue to be allowed to build a career without getting into the ring with fighters. And if I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, Shannon, I think the Mexican monster himself, David Benavidez, I might be wrong, but I think it was him. He said, I'll fight him. Now, this is a man that fights at 168, Molly. Jake Paul was in the ring at 228.
But
no, this is what I'm saying. I'm saying he was in the ring at 228, and you got a cat 60 pounds lighter than him saying, I'll fight you. You know why? Because what they're saying is, when you going to fight real boxers, like present day do.
Yes.
And that's
real
fair.
fighters.
And
that's what they're saying.
You can tell, we have to go. You can tell his game got a lot better. But the bigger issue for me, when you bring up the marketing and the appetite that was there and how many people watched and how it was packed, is they could take a page out of Dana White. And I know it's also Jake Paul. They got to get a unifying body and get the promotion to get. It's just hurting the sport so much.
That's decades, Molly.